Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the United Way for the Manchester United versus Leicester City preview. Again, as I always say, before I do this, I'm going to show you I know it's already. Like the stream, let us know your predictions of this game tomorrow. And let me make sure my audio is picking up. Yeah, right. Doesn't really sound the greatest, so give me 2 seconds. So, hold on. The audio sound a bit weird, like I sound like a robot. Sounds a bit weird. Yunus in the chat, don't know who you are. Don't know what you said, so I'm not trying to sound rude. Yunus in the chat, don't know who you are. Don't know what you said, so I'm not trying to. Right, Bill. Now I can start the really stream. But listen, lots to talk about. Not we don't, we're not just talking about this game against Leicester tomorrow. I know it's just me today, but you know what I mean. I didn't know I would have got this done today. But yeah, uh, subscribe and all that good stuff. The background is a bit weird, I know, but that'll change for the next stream, which I don't know when it'll be. But listen, we'll talk about more news came out last night after I was live. And it was just about this ownership news. Ratcliffe supposedly he's put a bid in, him and Ineos. Uh, so yeah, some sources state the Qatari offer to buy Manchester United exceeds €5 billion and therefore could break the record for the largest sale of a sports club. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has tabled his bid for Manchester United Football Club. He has told the Rain Group conducting the sale that he can be the long-term custodian for the club after receiving Wall Street backing. Yeah, he's tabled his bid. I mean, listen, a lot of people are kind of, they're looking at Ratcliffe and are kind of thinking to themselves, after seeing the guitar bid and that, you know, a lot of people want Qatar to take over. And to be honest with you, I've talked to like United fans about this since it's happened yesterday, and they're all saying I want they're not saying that it's like I demand that we get Qatar. He says we're never going to get we're never going to get a better offer than that, and if it's not accepted or if some fans don't want it, well then I don't know what how we can make this fan base happy or whatever. Uh, So a lot of fans want the Qatari owners in. A lot of fans didn't want Ratcliffe until, as I said, they seen this bid from Qatar and are kind of thinking to themselves, do you know what? I changed mine on this one. I want Qatar, and I want Qatar actually. I want Qatar. I know the rights can be a bit all over the place. They're not the greatest, but like still, Well, obviously not still. Like it's obviously going to be a problem and all that. But like either way, no one's going to be happy. But if you look at the offer, happy days. Uh, it's I don't I if we get a better offer than that, like I just you know we're up there. We're one of the big, if not one of the biggest club in the world, and and we 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 just seem to be getting a lot of offers in. It's like Ratcliffe seeing a guitar bid go in. He thought I have to put a bid in now because if I don't, God knows what'll happen. Because again, I think he left it too late. I think Ratcliffe's time has passed. If he bid it before Qatar, there probably would have been a chance, but he didn't. So that's why I think that Jim Ratcliffe's time has passed. And I just can't. I just can't see a reason why did accept Ratcliffe's offer and not the Qatari offer. So that I think the Qatari owners are in. Ratcliffe was just kind of hoping, and he offered less than what the Qataris did as well. Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani is prepared to pay a world record fee to buy Manchester United. His bid is in, indicative, I think I'm saying that right, at this stage because he has not been given access to accounts, commercials, contracts, etc. Sheikh, he also said he's faced the funds in place to buy Man United outright, and the club will be debt free. All profits will be reinvested in United and the community. One insider says if the Glazers don't get top dollar, then they aren't going anywhere. Says someone from Sky. I mean, listen, the Glazers want 6 billion for the club, but like what they're getting, 5 billion. That'll keep us happy. That'll get us. The Carr literally offered 5 billion for the club. $5 billion, I think it was $5 billion, £5 billion, whatever it was. Why would the Glazers not accept that? It's literally between 4 billion and 6 billion, and I think the club is worth 3 to 4 billion. I think the Glazers are kind of risking their arm, wanting 6 billion. I mean, a lot of fans are saying like how is this club worth 6 billion? Ratcliffe is not going to pay 6 billion for the club. The Qatari owners aren't going to overpay for the football club, which the way the Glazers seem to be going because they're just greedy, I might have to go that way. So I just don't have a clue what the Glazers want. I think they'll accept it. It seems to be true. Like Qatar, it doesn't seem to be a problem to Qatar. They just think it to themselves. You know what? Do you want 6 billion? We offered 5, and whatever else. I think we'd be safe. I think that's what, because you don't see too boring. I don't know why. But Ineos bid for Manchester United has been submitted. Comes out from Rob Harris. A source close to Ineos said, Ratcliffe's aim is to be a long-term custodian of Manchester United and set the standards for a progressive approach to club ownership. As locally born, he wants to put Manchester United back into Manchester. He wants to put Manchester back into Manchester United Football Club. Sources close to the Ratcliffe bid also say that any money borrowed to fund the takeover of Manchester United will be borne by the Ineos Group rather than the club, meaning no fresh debts will be added to the club. Okay, that's fair. All right, fair enough. But if you buy that club through a loan, or whatever it is, borrowed money, which is basically a loan, you're sure you're going to pay that back in time. The final figure paid for Manchester United by Sheikh Jassim will be determined after he has been given access and taken a detailed look at the company accounts. And he became a Manchester United fan when he was turned 1992. So, again, I mean, listen, it's nice to see that we're getting a lot of offers in, but it just seems like it's going to be a tough one. It seems like it's going to be a tough one. I mean, I just don't know where we go from here. Like, do we like? I just kind of like it'd be weird now waking up saying, oh yeah, the Glazers have accepted the bid for accepted Ratcliffe's bid, but they're not because he offered like 4 billion. 4 billion. The Glazers don't want. The Glazers don't want 4 billion. They don't want your 4 billion, 4.5 billion. They don't want that. So yeah, it's just a matter. But listen, I literally just want to know what everyone's opinions is on this because we're getting a lot of offers in, and well, not a lot. We've had another offer today actually, which we want to talk about. But I want to go to this morning. Yeah, Jim Ratcliffe's offer to buy Manchester United is around $4 billion. So again, I just don't know what I just can't. I think Ratcliffe is way off. I mean, there's always one guy in football, isn't there? And that's money. There's nothing more than that. There's nothing more than that. To be honest with you, like there's nothing more. I mean, money. I mean, look at Newcastle, loads of money. They're gonna be a rich club. They're gonna eventually start spending the big bucks. They already have, but it's still scary to see now that they have that money behind the scenes. City, could Liverpool, PSG. There's a lot of clubs, a lot of clubs who would love to have this offer. But 2 seconds, just gonna try and sort this lightly. I think that's a bit better. I will be sorry for the next stream, I promise. But yeah, no, listen, it just seems to be a crazy time for Manchester United. I mean, I don't really want to talk too much about this because I talked too much about it yesterday, but both bids by Manchester United Football Club, both bids to buy Manchester United Football Club are valid and full control of the club. Qatari Sheikh Al Thani mentioned 100% in the statement. The majority stake mentioned by Ineos means that they want full control of the Glazers. Shares says Fabrizio Romano. And USA-based investment fund Giant Elliott has made a late bid for Manchester United. The exact details of Elliott's bid are unclear. However, it is on thought that they'd either take a stake in the club, providing debt funding, or a combination of both. Elliott manages around £46 billion in assets, and are the former owners of AC Milan. Elliott, the heavyweight investor run by Paul Singer, has ruled itself out of a full takeover of Manchester United, but has offered to provide a financing for the bid. No, I don't want that. I just don't want that. I just don't want. I just don't even just reading that out. I don't want them. I'd rather really take Ratcliffe in, and that's saying something else. I'd rather take. I'd rather take I'd rather take Ratcliffe in. I'd literally rather take Ratcliffe in. I just cannot see any problem. So Ratcliffe or Qatar. If I had to pick, I'd go Qatar. I don't care. It's never gonna. We're never gonna get a better bid than that. But listen, we have a game to talk about. But listen, let us know in the comments who you'd like to be new owners of Manchester United. But listen, we have the game tomorrow against Leicester City, which is going to be an interesting game because Leicester, who have won their last 2 games, quite convincing. They're not as poor as they were last time we played them, so we have to give that to them. They're it's not going to be a walkover. We've got 8 goals in our last 2 games, beating Aston Villa 4-2, and to beat Tottenham against Tottenham, isn't it? I don't think it's a Sporsy thing to do. Beat City and go and get slapped against Leicester, but Leicester beating Tottenham, I'm not. It just doesn't faze me. It's impressive, like because they were really they were rock bottom. I thought they were going to sack Brendan Rodgers, but they've rise from the dead. You could almost say, or are rising from the dead. So they have threats. They have threats. In fairness, Madison, for instance, I think he's meant to be back for this game. I mean, he scored Harvey Barnes, Ian Acho, James Madison, and Mendy. Uh, so again, there's just I mean, Leicester have a decent team. Do you know what I mean? They have a few threats going forward, so it's going to be interesting for whoever's playing in the fence. Could we see Maguire walk back in? Could Lindelof, Delao? It's just because the games are just getting so close. Ten Hag has to rotate. Will he do it against Leicester, who will use pace and try and beat us on the counter attack, or they have those players. If the Jamie Vardy's available, if they play him or Ian Nacho, whoever that is, you know, ball over the top, see what they can do. Because they should know that we're better than Tottenham. Not just Sutton are better than Tottenham. So they shouldn't turn around and really think to themselves, well, it's not just we beat Tottenham, but you know that I don't. It's like again beating Tottenham 4-1. Where people have probably expected Tottenham to really beat them, did well. It's good doing. Uh, I mean their away form, like they beat Leicester 4-2, but like their away form, it's not all that. I'm just looking at the last away game. Obviously they beat Villa, but before that, uh, in the Prem, lost against Forest, Newcastle, uh, uh, lost against Liverpool. So their away form ain't the best, but again, they could be starting to rise and they could be starting to do so. Uh, but listen, I think Leicester could beat Manchester United? Again, every team has a chance, but the way Old Trafford is, the way we're playing at the moment, and the way Old Trafford is at the moment, it's not going to be I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park for us tomorrow. I'd love us to go out there and beat them 4-0, 3-0, but I don't think that'll happen. Uh, we have the players. We have have more of a threat, but then Ten Hag has to realise, listen, they did beat Tottenham. He's probably like, I know it's Tottenham, but they still beat Tottenham 4-1, which is good. I mean, they just beat City, so people are looking at that kind of part. They're not looking at oh, it's Tottenham, typical. Still, again, I never look at Tottenham. I never look at Tottenham to be it's in Tottenham. Set an example for the rest of us. I don't look at them as that, but like Leicester are probably having it. Like they're not having a great season. Like, and they just went out and slapped just like it was a piece of cake. So, I mean, where are they at in the league? They are where are they? They are where the hell are they? Where the hell? Leicester are 14th place, 22 games played, 7 wins, 3 draws, 12 losses, -2 goal difference, and 24 points. But we have 46 points, so there's like 20 something gap there points wise. So again, if they be going in there, looking for a win, looking to beat us against the odds, looking to beat us against because the odds are we're the favourites. I mean, listen, Leicester probably going up there tomorrow. We'll take a draw. A draw at Old Trafford. You know, our form was flying at Old Trafford. We're doing well. We should be on a high as well. We didn't beat Barcelona, but we played well. So, but then Ten Hag is going to be expecting more from the squad in this game. So I don't think you make too many changes. 1 or 2 changes, you'll see that, but nothing else. I mean, could we see Wakehorse in the 10 again? I doubt it, but you never know. It's Ten Hag at the end of the day. You could play Garnacho, Rashford, Sancho, or I mean, I haven't heard much about Martial or Anthony or McTominay, so I'm not sure if they're back. But well, McTominay, he's not odd. I'm not going to cry if McTominay's not available, but I'd like Martial and Anthony to be back. And obviously Casemiro's out suspended. One more game. And by the way, Nick Pope got sent off for Newcastle. So Nick Pope got sent off. So I think can Dubravka play against us? I'm not too sure. Can Dubravka? So it's either got to be Dubravka or Loris Karius. So Nick Pope being out for that final is great, especially if it goes to penalties as well. That's great. That's great stuff. But I still think we'll beat them with Nick Pope. But anyways, I mean our recent form. Beat Leeds United 2-0 last week, then drew 2-2. Beat Palace 2-1. I mean, listen, one thing I'll say, when we beat teams, the teams like the Leeds, teams, Leicester and Leeds, because, not similar, but still, we don't go out there and slap them. Like, I think we beat Forest 3-0. That was probably What would that be? Would that be our biggest win of the season at Old Trafford? Maybe I'm wrong, but still. So we don't go out and beat teams like it's, oh yeah, we're going to go out and slap them 4-5-0. I hope. But I'm expecting to see, like, Leicester want a quick start. It'll shape these up. How are these going to hit us? But I can see Leicester scoring first. Unfortunately, I can see Leicester scoring first. I actually can see Leicester scoring first. I don't think they'll beat us. I think we're too strong, and it's not Old Trafford. The fans be on their back like it's nothing. But my predicted lineup would be the Hayton goals, back four, Luke Shaw. I think we'll see Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. On the right way back, we'll see the low midfield two of Sabito and Fred. I can see Rashford on the left, Sancho on the right, Bruno Cam and Wakehorse up top. Could he play Lindelof? Could he play Maguire? Could he play the both of them? I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I mean, again, it's Sunday, so again, could you see maybe Maguire walk back in? I just hope not, because it's Leicester. Like, they scored 4 goals. That should be a concern for us. So they know how to score goals. They're not, it's not like they score an odd goal or two every game. They know how to score goals. They're well able for it. So we shouldn't really sit back and say, hold on a sec, let's play Maguire. We might play Maguire, which, again, the way Leicester play, it could probably suit Maguire, but then they're going to go into it. Let's try and beat these on the counter attack. Well, that'll be their aim. That'll be their aim. Is well. I mean, what's the usual formation? Will Brendan Rodgers, we go 3 at the back? Will he go 5 at the back? Will he go 4-2-3-1? Will he go 4-2-3? Will he go 4-5-1? You don't know Brendan Rodgers. He's just a weird manager. But listen, that's been the preview. Hold on, I feel like I have something else to talk about. Hold on. I'm gonna say, how can Leicester be United? Try, put us under pressure, keep pressing against us, because we don't. Last season we kind of folded when teams pressured us, but this season we're not doing too bad. We've improved, obviously. So beat us the counter attack. Just be quick. Make our defense work, and try and get it out there danger. Which, again, is it Iheanacho? Was it Harvey Barnes? Is it James Maddison? You don't know. And I mean, I'm just looking at team names here. Again, the usual us, Martial. I think he's out. Anthony, McTominay, all that good stuff. Tielemans has a calf, and so has Bobby, so has Samore, but they've been both working on the grass, and could play against us tomorrow if it lets me in to watch it. So yeah, training account I could return this weekend. While right back, Ricardo Pereira is available, and Johnny Evans will not be. He'd be out injured. So again, former Manchester United player Johnny Evans will be out, and the usual stuff for us. But listen, I'm gonna go for a 2-1 win to Manchester United. I don't think we're gonna walk all over them. Again, if it's a goal fest, it's a goal fest. But I don't know. Actually, do you know what, Rui? Call me crazy. I think it'll be goals. I think it'll be a decent game. I'm going to go 4-2 United. I said it wasn't going to be a walkover, but I'm going 4-2 to Manchester United. Here's my number. Call me crazy, but I think Rashford's going to score. Rashford's going to get 2. Bruno's going to score. And I think Wakehorse is going to bag 1. No, not Wakehorse. Sabitzer. I'm going to go Sabitzer. And for Everton, Iheanacho and Harvey Barnes. That's what I'm going to go. But listen, that's been the Manchester United versus Leicester City preview. Unfortunately, there will not be a watch along tomorrow, so I do apologise. But I'll make up for it. I always make up for that when we don't have watch alongs. Because I'm actually going to be out. I'll tell you where, but you'll find out if you follow me on my personal Instagram. But listen, thanks everybody for watching. Let us know your score prediction in the chat. Will Leicester beat us? Will we get the job done? Will it be a draw? Let us know in the comments. But again, like, comment, hit that subscribe button, follow our socials, link in the description. And I promise you, next stream, the background is going to be better. Talk to you all a bit and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come on, United. I will still have the usual edits up, full time and when the team comes out. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll speak to you all in a bit. Come on, United.